We are starting with the last 24 hours on our star. And while we didn't have any significant flares, we did have a bit more of the active region surges and coronal motions we saw yesterday. Both the northern and southern incoming sunspots approaching center disk had pop-like events, which we'll see a couple of times here. I'll be checking the updated coronagraphs later today to see if they released any CME plasma like the ones we saw in yesterday's show. You may recall, we have that CME due tomorrow night and also the coronal hole stream. Perhaps there's another one yet on the way. But something interesting happened yesterday in the solar wind telemetry. Simultaneous spikes detected in the plasma temperature, plasma speed, and plasma density on the Discover spacecraft. These did not show up on ACE. And when that happens, which I've seen plenty of times, I usually presume it's a cosmic ray spike happening to hit the detector. But when these usually happen, we don't get any movement of the BZ, nor do we get an enhancement of the magnetic field fluctuations here on Earth. Now, these are minor, to be sure, and perhaps simply a relic of interesting timing, a coincidence, but it certainly caught my attention and is making me ask if perhaps it was something a bit more than just a cosmic ray hit on the craft. If new insights arise, I'll be sure to share them. It's also very much worth noting that while we continue monitoring the sunspots on the disk, there appears to be a monster spot incoming on the south. The leading umbra is by far the biggest on the Earth-facing half of the sun, and the far side helioseismic returns suggest there may be even more complexity coming in behind it. We'll have eyes open here for sure as it turns in to face the Earth over the weekend and early next week.